And we're back to another episode of Let's Play King's Quest 6, Air Today, Gone Tomorrow. I'm your host, CRPG Guy, and let's continue, shall we? Oh, wait. You know what? Before I forget, do I have everything I need? Oh, crap. We're missing something. Whoops.
Alexander.
Hold on. We need another white cruise. So let's go grab that really quick. Because we're going to get to a point where there's no return, and you know how I feel about those moments. You know what? Let's speed max here so we can just get this real quick. Holy crap!
Alexander, take...
Alright, that way you guys don't feel like you're just watching me unfuck a mistake here. Alright, now we can speed that a little bit down, don't you think? Alright, now let's head back.
Alexander pulls...
Here.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Alright, let's move this way. We should have everything we need. Let's check our inventory one last time just to make sure. It looks good. Alright, let's go inside the pawn shop. And
Good day, Prince Alexander.
It's time to scare the shit out of everybody.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
Could also be a little ominous.
Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Cosima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no!
No!
It's true. The Wazir has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last
It's from him
resort.
losing his limbo competition.
Stop!
I am no more.
And thus we end our playthrough of King's Quest 6. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm just kidding.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
Just click his heels. What a jackass. So pay attention here to something very specific.
I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else.
We won't care about this.
Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Cosima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I saw the whole thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master? Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
A weird thing to say. So yeah, keep an eye out for that
Alexander's
bottle
heart
there.
lurches to life in his chest.
Prince Alex! But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
Alright. Now, to think this through here, let me just, we don't need this anymore.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
You know what I want to do?
Alexander looks closely at...
Let's take
I
this.
think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Actually, you
Thank
know
you.
what? Let's give that back.
If Alex...
Would you mind
Of course.
Let's
Alexander...
trade it for this
that
mechanical
Very-
thank you.
nightingale. I just want to try something really quick here, just to make sure, because we're trying to get, I want to say get maximum points, and that's easier said than done.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
Oh, look at it.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Alright, well, first things first. Let's give the nightingale this.
There's no reason to use that there.
There we go.
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the nightingale that Jallo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cosima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cosima to his presence on the Isles. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cosima.
Yes, I saw the snake, but, you know.
Sing Sing, what have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here then, on this very island?
Is he extra
Oh.
thick?
If only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
Oh my.
The little bird makes a delivery.
Let's grab this.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cosima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
Alright, well, let's do a little bit more. Hence why we needed this rose.
Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cosima. The nightingale swoops down, grabs the rose, and takes it towards the castle.
A white rose, how beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. Be careful, Sing Sing. Do not allow anyone to see you with Alexander.
Just as a heads up, we could have done this kind of as we found this stuff. But to be honest with you, this
Returns
is
to her branch without the rose.
a wee bit more efficient because we have to trade in the nightingale. We have to get the nightingale every time we want to, per se, do this.
There's no reason to use that. Alexander doesn't want to disturb the old tree. Alexander holds out the love poem, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cosima. The nightingale swoops down, grabs the love poem, and takes it towards the castle.
my sweet, you bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you?
Oh, Alexander. I was hoping he'd return to you. Take this to him, my fleet one, then find some new place to hide. It isn't safe for him to be seen with you, however precious his messages. Now go.
And away he goes.
The little bird makes a delivery. It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense. Do nothing to try to get to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cassima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing. No words of love, only friendly concern. Friend. Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Ugh. That middle ground, man, has got to be tough. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's make a little save just so we don't have to sit through that again, because yeah. But like I said, it's more efficient game-wise to do that. That way we only got to grab the Nightingale, robotic Nightingale once, and then we don't need it ever again for the rest of the game.
Good day, Prince
I don't think.
Alexander.
Pretty sure. Boop, boop, boop.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course,
Alexander looks...
And we'll go ahead and take the paintbrush.
I think I'd like the...
very...
Thank you.
Alright. Let's go out this way. And we're going to head back to the beach. Because we still got our work cut out for us. And I ain't over yet. And then I'm actually going to save one more time just to make sure. Because this is a relatively good place for that save. Because, like, as you've noticed, the game has crashed every once in a while. And it is a bit annoying, but it is just something to have to deal with when you play these old games.
Alexander pulls out...
All right, time for us to conclude the Isle of the Mists.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sense.
Away we go.
Great gods, did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
One of those guys kind of sounded like the narrator, didn't he?
Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
Ooh, bonfire.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place. But as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
Dun dun dun.
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Hi, Tony J.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage. And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
I'm on fire! This is not what I thought Burning Man was all
Alexander
about.
starts to feel a little warm.
Woo, my buns are burning.
Bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad, something's really percolating.
Egad again, oh man.
The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Wizir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The Oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the Realm of the Dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad!
The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess.
The risks be damned.
But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
Ah, that is a blacker matter still. To the Druids, he is Samhain, Lord of Coldness and Despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Well, at least we survived that. Okay. Keep this in mind if we look back. Here. Let's take a look here. One skull full of hot oak embers, a bit of sulfur, brimstone, one strand of pure-hearted maiden's hair. Add hair and brimstone to skull of embers and presence of creatures speak incantation. Okay. Simple enough. Let's just go ahead and grab us an ember.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
And then we're going to go ahead and add the other ingredients here.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull. Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers.
Well, ain't that something?
Sounds the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Alright, we're going to make a save here. And we're on the move. We are done with the Isle of Mists.
Alexander pulls out his mat.
But we got to make one last stop. To the Isle of the Sacred
Alexander
Mountain. Don't worry, we don't have to solve all those puzzles again. I am going to tell you that much for sure. But what we do need to do is at least get past the first screen. What is that?
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
I guess you could go back to the catacombs. Alright. Let's go ahead and cast.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind me like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it! Come on! I need passage to your homeland, Fiery One.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the humans so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Let's get in this horse. Hi!
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
This can't be good. Let's go ahead and make a save.
Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliphan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted Wizir. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the
Damn.
ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Wizir. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
We can only hope.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
Uh-oh. The touch of the putrid...
Ah, crap. And this is why we save. Yeah. Yeah. Because this kind of crap can happen. All they ought to do is touch you, and in turn can cause you to lose or die.
Thank
So let's see if we can
I will.
make some space here. There we go.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
Okay. Alright, let's keep moving. Which is pretty much
The
where we
skeleton
died.
To the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
So before...
Ticket, please. Next.
So before we do anything here, let's have us some fun, shall we? Of course, after I save.
Alexander picks up the two bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones.
Oh, God.
They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
Look at them dancing. They're dancing. Even in death, you can find a little bit of fun. Look at him go. It's the most tasteful raid. It's the zombie jamboree, back to back, belly to belly. Oh no, oh god. Cause why not? Look at the big guy there, he still loves it, he loves it all.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier. Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Nice. And then we want to... I believe it's this guy.
The ghostly ticket reads...
Yeah.
The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1.
There you go.
I have a ticket.
Go on. Next.
And of course, we'll make another save as we head over yonder. Oh god!
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path.
What's this?
Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath. That sounds serious.
Sounds like it belongs to death.
Alexander slips off the path and...
You know, you click one area and the game's just like, yeah, we're gonna have you go the opposite way. Again, this is why you make all the saves there is to make, because the game sometimes will, for lack of a better term, do whatever the hell it wants.
Apparently,
Luckily, Sierra games aren't that notorious for it, but it can be quite annoying. Alright, let's try again. There we go. And up. There we go. Now, before we go anywhere else, from
Alexander doesn't want to
our knowledge of the
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx
spellbook
into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
And then alms for the not poor.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
Over the river and through the screaming souls to the Death Lord of Death's house we go. Oh boy, death in a boat in a couple of these games, are they not? All right, and again, saving because saving is our friend.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
All hail Satan!
What touch has awakened my sleep?
Hi, Tony J.
I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Well, let's have a
Despite
word.
his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward, and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you past, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps, a test. Yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gate's wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee.
So,
My whole is this gate's only key.
the last sentence is not required. It is pretty much the last word of every sentence here, with an exception here. So, legally, so that's L. My second circle's outwardly, O. My third leads to victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. Twice ends. Fourth has two ends to EE. Get it? It has got two ends that are the same.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane! How didst thou guess? Love! That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Sore loser. And then a crash. Just before every big scene, it seems like, or every big thing that's about to go down, the game wants to crash. DOSBox failing me left and right. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our damnedest here.
Alexander can't talk.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
Well, he's kind of a dick. Let's go ahead and do what we know from the gauntlet.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, Death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, Death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible!
I forgot about that.
Death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Califim and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes. I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be, for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
Need a metric.
Death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to ice.
Thanks from the peanut gallery. But, we don't have a bunch of onions, but we could definitely make do with this.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man, the years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it, the seep of his own humanity, the slow growth of a new thing altogether which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it away. Make it stop.
Get fucked, Lord of Death.
The mirror of truth
You
cracks from the
bitch.
strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Califim and Queen Ilaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, My steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go. Until we meet again, then. I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal. Now, begone.
Yes, my lord.
Wild stallion. No, 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 no.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Alhazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Cassima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
This is a good place for us to stop right now. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Actor Studios for more live gaming action, because when we come back, the grand finale of King's Quest VI. Do we get to save the Green Isles? Do we get to defeat the evil Vizier? Do we get our giggity of the Frishmorgan? You will only find out on the final episode. We'll see you guys there. Bye!